You bet. Let me introduce you to my guests. I'm talking with Xavier DePrepolis. He records and performs as Fantastic Negrito, and just finished a tour. Your tour is done in Europe now,
No,
Xavier?
I'm calling you from Dortmund, Germany. I just left Belgium. No, not Belgium. I just left Denmark. Now I'm in Germany, heading to Belgium. There you go.
Now, I got to ask you, since I'm an NPR music host, I got to ask you about the Tiny Desk contest going back
Yes,
10 years. Are you
10
tired of
years.
are you tired of talking about that yet?
No, I'm grateful, man. I try to be grateful for everything. That's the best thing in the world to do is to be grateful for the good, the bad, the sad, the ugly, the happy, all of it. Everything and everyone is my teacher. So I'm very grateful for Tiny Desk.
Let's go back 10 years. And how did you hear about Tiny Desk? Was it something that you were excited about, or did someone tell you about it? How this
I
happen?
never heard of Tiny Desk 10 years ago. I used to play at the BART station around Mission a lot, Powell, sometimes in Oakland as well. And I remember some hipster young kid was like, "Hey man, like you have a really unique sound, man. Like you blend rock, funk, and blues and soul, and man, it's with this kind of punk aesthetic. I don't know, man. This is original. This is different. Like, you know what you should do?" And of course, I'm like, "Okay." Here's this young kid telling me what I should. You should try out, and I'm like, "Try out," another bad word for the Tiny Desk contest. They're having a contest, and I said, "Never heard of Tiny Desk, man." And he said NPR. I said, "Nah, NPR will hate me, man. You see my lyrics, bro? I got teeth." And so I said, "No thanks." And so probably the fifth or sixth time that he used to, within a month, he'd come by and tell me, man. Then the last time he said, "It's almost over. The deadline's like in 2 days or whatever." And then I thought, you know what? I like you, man, because you have a lot of resilience, man. And like you don't take no for an answer. You remind me of me.
Now, do
So
you still know this kid?
yes, I do.
Sweet. Well, that's
Yes.
good. He's kind of responsible for us talking right now in a way, huh?
Oh, absolutely. It's just as a reminder that, you should always listen to everyone because everyone has some value, even people you may not agree with. I was judging him on, you guys are in this youth culture or American Idol, get on a contest, and everybody's got they got SID, the self-importance disease. And no, man. But no, we have everyone's our teacher. And so, yeah, that day changed my life. I've been on the road touring for 10 years, 40 countries internationally, sold out shows all over the world. It's a great honor and a
Yeah,
incredible privilege. The course of my life was changed. At
yeah.
40, I was 46 or whatever at the time.
I know. That's not exactly the optimum age for a musician to be starting out.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and
Yeah.
I love that. It's like, hey, nothing is too late. The only reason why it's too late is if you've given up and you've all of your courage is gone.
Yeah. Go back to when you were a kid. I know you kind of moved out on your own when you were very young, maybe 12 or so, but how did you hear music and what grabbed you about music and how did you decide that could be a musician?
Well, first of all, I don't even think I'm a musician, really. I just think I'm a very creative person. I never really thought of myself as a musician. It's a whole nother hour we'd have to talk. I think that first of all, I'm the eighth of 15 kids. When I was born, my father was 63, my mother was 30. Uh, a lot was against me from day one. I ended up in the system by 12 years old. I was on the streets and I ended up in foster care and that whole thing. And you know, it led me to being creative rather than growing up in the 80s where there was, people we were all dealing drugs and we were all in the streets and there was a lot of trouble to get into and a lot of violence and also a lot of beautiful things in that time and a lot of great music and a lot of great art. No internet, no phones. It was also amazing and it was an amazing wonder ground. But I started sneaking into Cal Berkeley, and I told them that I went there, and that gave me access to the piano room, and so I would practice every day with the Cal students. I didn't know what I was playing. I was playing what they were playing, and they were playing. I come to find out later, those are scales. So, but I liked it because Cal Berkeley, that was a safe place from the environment that I was in.
Do you
That
think
that was
did they know you were a kid and not a student, and they were just letting you slide because you were a
I had. I just remember that big metal key with the gold handle. I don't know what they knew. I think it was a much different time. People weren't so guarded and so suspicious. I don't think we were as afraid of each other as we are now. So I think people just, I learned one thing from growing up in the Bay Area is hustle, 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 hustle. And I'm like, grind, grind, grind. Listen, I'm gonna hustle my way into these piano rooms, and
well,
that's how I got into music and
it's
kind of learned what I know about music, which isn't much, but
yeah. And when you think about kids in school, you think about kids sneaking out of school rather than
right.
sneaking into school. So it's pretty
I never
unique
thought
that you're
about
doing
that.
that.
Well, I was definitely sneaking out of regular schools. I mean, I ended up in some very precarious situations and some alternative continuation schools. But the main thing is that all these things are okay. It's okay to be challenged. It's okay to have trouble. It's okay for things not to go 100% perfect. That's what makes us the people that we are. So I became a musician that saved my life. I'm calling myself a musician now.
Yeah.
I feel like Donald Trump now. It's like I'm not a musician at all. And since I was a musician,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, I'm just a creative freak. But I'm around such great musicians. I'm like, God, I'm not like that. Like these guys play anything.
Now,
But
you had another kind of life-changing thing happen, and you had a record that was out distributed by a major, Interscope,
oh
back
yeah, when I was a kid, yeah,
back in '96 or whatever that was, and then
95.
you were in a horrible car accident,
Right.
which
I was at, I had $1 million advance, changed my life. Remember the 90s? Remember all that money? Remember all that money floating around before we
yeah.
gave it to Starbucks and Amazon and before we surrendered all that money to the billionaires? Well, there was a lot of money floating around. And I got $1 million advance, changed my life, changed the trajectory of who and what I was going to do. Put out a record that no one heard, and I was sad about it, hanging out in LA, and got into an accident that left me in a coma 3 weeks and completely deformed my playing hand, which usually we'd be sad about, but I learned to turn that into something good. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take this crippled hand and I'm going to start over in life. And I created Fantastic Negrito, a guy who plays on the street. See, the difference was the kid who got the $1 million record deal was asking to get into the building. Hey, let me in, please. Hey, is this record good? Hey, did I live up to your expectations? Does this meet your requirements? Does this satisfy your repressed fantasy of how I should be? Well, then the older guy was like, you know what? I'm content playing at the BART station, and I've fulfilled my life. And
Yeah.
so I think that's when everything happened. It happens when you're not looking for it
So
sometimes.
after the Tiny Desk win, you won 3 Grammys, much like how the San Francisco Giants won 3 World Series every other year. You won the Contemporary Blues Album of the Year in
Yeah, I did. I won
2017,
three.
2019, and 2021. Were you hit up by major labels after you won a Grammy?
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
still am. I still am hit up by them. Absolutely. But
but you are
I
an
just
independent artist.
I'm independent, self-financed, self-managed, self-produced, a little bit selfish, like all the above. I mean, I'm
And
extremely
you're the
happy.
label owner now.
I'm the label owner of Storefront Records, and we've just put out one of our new artists, Everything Velvet. Everything Velvet plug. Yeah, so on Storefront Records. But it's great to just, go in the tradition of I feel like the 70s where people just made music because they loved it.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of that. I won't be a slave to an algorithm or a number. And I'm okay being uh, kind of bohemian and not super wealthy and making music that is challenging and interesting and having the opportunity to get on stages and bring this beautiful storm of love, positivity, optimism, and being and still a little bit edgy to the people of the world, of the globe. 40 countries, man. I can play anywhere in the world. And I'm grateful to NPR. I'm grateful
Oh,
to Tiny Desk. NPR is like my godfather. It's like the Godfather movie. I have to come see my godfather,
that is so
you know?
cool.
Yeah.
You're coming back to our area on November 13th at the the Blue Note Summer Sessions with
Oh, yeah.
Mavis Staples.
Oh, a legend. A legend. A
Who's better
legend.
than
That's
Mavis Staples?
ain't nothing better than Mavis Staples. Ain't
I
grape
know.
jelly and strawberry jam better than Mavis
Oh,
Staples.
I love
'Cause
her so
that's
much.
Mavis Staples.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
what kind of band are you bringing to the Blue Note?
Well, as people know, when you see me, sometimes I'm with different configurations, different people. This band is an interesting band. It's a little different from some of my other bands. Really, everyone, like the bass player has a jazz background, keyboardist has a jazz background, the drummer plays everything. The guitar player is obsessed with Sly Stone, so you got to stop him from being funky all the time. I mean, it's just an eclectic Bay Area roots from Vallejo, from Oakland, from Berkeley, from Mill Valley. It's great, and we have a female in the band this time, and I think we needed that. There was
Oh,
too much
sweet.
testosterone in the band, and we were getting a little out of hand. And I thought, we need to get a female in the band, and I think that really brings another dimension to the band. So I think we're Bay Area folks, quite eclectic, varied, vast, but serious about our craft. And that to me is the epitome of Bay Area people.
Yeah.
So we got drums, bass, keys. You got a guitar and a half. I'm a half guitar.
And a woman.
And a woman. Yeah, and sometimes we'll have some. We're in the Bay. We may get people to come sit in because that makes it more fun and more colorful.
Yeah. Uh,
Maybe.
when you perform, is there a song that you always do?
I think so, to be honest with you. I want to say that there's not, but I think there's one we always do. I think it's an honest man because it's the first song that I kind of wrote as Fantastic Negrito that I thought, wow, I have something here. And it's definitely done. I've licensed that song so many times in order to survive, You got to license. That's one that always gets played. I think I've never not played that song. There's something about the emptiness. And as Taj Mahal told me, where the gods of Africa meet the ghosts of Mississippi. And that's how that feels when I'm playing that song. There's something very ethereal and spiritual and profound. And there's a connection to a tree with very deep roots when I play that song.
Wow, that's awesome. What are you always writing? Are you always thinking of
Yes.
music and making notes and talking into your phone and keeping track of ideas?
Yeah, I'm thinking about releasing all those ideas. Huh? Just release them. Just all my ba-da-ba-bee-ba-dum-bum, yeah. I'm thinking about that. And then also just writing with now we have Everything Velvet, which I helped write on Storefront Records. I have a project called Chocolate Butterfly. So I can live, vicariously through these musical entities.
Yeah, what a treat. What a service you're providing.
Well, I better be of service. That's our whole point of living. To me, that's the point of living, man. If anyone's confused out there about life and their purpose, it's to be of service. It's for other people. And
Yeah,
once you figure that out, man, you can throw the prescription pills away.
yeah. And when music is in the mix too, it just doesn't get any better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, great talking to you. Fantastic.
Hey, great for having me. Thank you so much. And auf Wiedersehen from Germany.
We'll see you in Napa. And
All right, I'm coming.
congratulations on all your success. We're really so happy for you.
Well, I'm very grateful for NPR and all their affiliates for their undying support for Fantastic Negrito. Thank you.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Late.
Thank you.